why do I have to wait so long before God will use me? Why is God taking so long to do what He promised to do? In 1 Samuel chapter 16, where Samuel poured oil on David, and he was just a teenager, the Spirit of God came upon him in great power from that moment. One might say, well, David is ready to be king because he's got this great anointing. I'll tell you something. Every person's anointing needs to be refined. Just because the Spirit of God has come upon you doesn't mean you're able to be prime minister or president or king. The worst thing that can happen to a man is to succeed before he's ready. What happened was that King Saul succeeded before he was ready, and he ended in utter failure. Every person's anointing must be refined. David had the experience before he was king as being a 17-year-old teenager of killing the giant Goliath, which gave him a new relationship with King Saul. Because after this great victory, as David was coming into the area where they sang, Saul has slain his thousands, but David his tens of thousands. From that moment, King Saul used up more energy in trying to hunt down and destroy David than he did fighting the enemy of Israel, the Philistines. Everything turned virtually overnight. David knew that King Saul hated him. And from that moment on, it was part of David's preparation for the kingship. David spent 20 years running from Saul just to be alive. He never knew he had to survive when someone is out to get you. Before he was king, he had to wait 20 years. The day came when David was made king. Turned out he was Israel's greatest king. It was worth waiting for. God knows the future perfectly. God has a plan for your life. Your time will come. And when it comes, it will be worth waiting for. It is a part of God refining us because He's not finished with us yet.